Doctors have told how many eggs a day can be consumed by ordinary people and athletes. Nutritionists have included eggs in the top 10 most useful products for humans, and also explained to whom eating eggs is contraindicated and what are the risks. About how to choose eggs correctly, I told the nutritionist. The article is written for informational purposes, you cannot use it for diagnosis and treatment of health problems. Be sure to consult your doctor. What are the main benefits of eggs? Chicken eggs are one of the most nutritious foods on the planet. According to a study by the University of Texas, USA, eggs cause feelings of satiety, thanks to which a person consumes fewer calories. This product has the most balanced combination of vitamins, trace elements and nutrients needed by the body. In addition, it is an easily digestible high-protein and virtually carbohydrate-free product. It quickly satiates and for a long time does not give a feeling of hunger. Eggs are often included in the diet for weight loss. Chicken eggs contain vitamin A, folic acid, vitamin B5, B12, B2, phosphorus, selenium, zinc. The protein is low in calories and fat-free, helps lower blood pressure, is rich in B vitamins that promote better blood circulation, and is essential for healthy hair and skin. Yolk contains choline, its absence leads to fat deposition in the liver, a lot of healthy fats and lecithin, the main building material for the cell membrane. The yolk contains omega-3, folic acid, lecithin, vitamins A, K, B12, selenium, calcium, phosphorus, biotin, choline. Let's take a closer look at such a trace element as choline, formerly called vitamin B4, not considered a vitamin in modern science, which is used in the body to create cell membranes and important chemical transmitters, neurotransmitters. It is important for memory, muscle control and mood, and overall nervous system function. Obviously, a choline deficiency will adversely affect your memory and ability to think clearly. It is true that one egg only fills 6% of its daily requirement. On the other hand, if you eat 3 eggs for breakfast, you can get 18% of your daily allowance. The conclusion is self-evident: regular consumption of eggs supports brain health. Egg yolk also contains 2 carotenoids, zeaxanthin and lutein. These are important for good vision and eye health. Some studies say they may reduce the risk of developing age-related eye diseases. Incidentally, dark green leafy vegetables such as romaine lettuce, spinach and Swiss chard are also rich in lutein and zeaxanthin and go well with eggs. Eggs contain vitamin D, which is extremely important for the health of people, especially the elderly. It helps regulate blood pressure and plays a positive role in mental health. But one of the most important functions of vitamin D is to help maintain bone health. It improves calcium absorption in the gut and maintains healthy calcium levels. The same statement is true for phosphorus, which together promote healthy bone growth, strengthening and repair. Amusingly, 1 egg replenishes 6% of the daily value of vitamin D as well as choline. To summarize the above, regular consumption of eggs increases muscle mass, strengthens bones, maintains tissue integrity, supports brain function, lowers blood pressure, prevents cataracts and improves vision, supports liver function, fights excess weight, reduces cholesterol deposits on the walls of blood vessels. The disadvantage of eating eggs in large quantities is the risk of gaining excess weight. But being overweight threatens those who prefer fried eggs, as well as eating them with mayonnaise, bacon and other caloric additives. For a long time, they were considered a product from the abundance of which can raise cholesterol levels. Today we know this is not true, but we still don't allow eggs in our diet more than 2 or 3 times a week. Why? Egg white has many essential amino acids, but it also contains a formaldehyde, an allergen. Its overabundance often causes skin diseases in children, and in adults can provoke latent hypersensitivity and inflammation. In general, the norms of egg consumption per day are very different. For example, an adult man can eat 5 or 6 pieces if he has a normal tolerance to this product. Only individual reaction and doctor's recommendations determine whether you can eat eggs and in what quantity. When the body reacts with nausea, unwillingness to even see the product, it makes sense to refuse the dish. And still, how many eggs should be eaten a day? If a person is not engaged in sports, he can consume from 2 to 3 eggs a day. Do not forget that eggs are quite a caloric product. If they are consumed with yolk in large quantities, you can gain weight. If you are watching your figure, it is also better to limit the number of yolks. For example, you can eat 1 egg with yolk and 2-3 without yolk. For people with heart disease, limiting yolks to 1 per day may be a good option. If a person is actively engaged in sports, in this case, the number of eggs per day can be increased because it is a highly digestible protein. Depending on the type of sport, you are allowed to use up to 5-6 eggs per day, and it is better to eat just the whites and limit the yolks. In what form it is better to eat eggs? One of the frequent disputes. What is better to eat? Boiled eggs, fried or raw? Many experts note that raw eggs are healthier than boiled eggs. However, by eating them in this form, you can get salmonellosis. This is an infectious disease caused by bacteria of the genus Salmonella. Most often it occurs with damage to the gastrointestinal tract. This infection is especially dangerous for the elderly and children. They carry the disease more severely. It should be understood that the source of infection is the chicken, respectively. The infection is on the shell, and in the egg itself. It can get only if the shell is damaged. At the same time, store eggs are safe, unlike home eggs. Before selling at hatchery firms, strict veterinary control is carried out. And when buying domestic eggs on the market, there is a risk of catching an infection. Therefore, it is important to wash the product thoroughly before use, and broken eggs should not be used at all. It is most useful to eat, according to the opinion of a nutritionist, boiled eggs. It should be borne in mind that fast cooking preserves more useful substances, but the bioavailability, the amount of useful substances that reaches their main site of action, is slightly less. The longer we cook the product, the greater the bioavailability, but in this case the egg retains fewer beneficial substances. Frying eggs is an option that is better not to use in principle. If a person is active and leads a healthy lifestyle, eggs can be consumed daily without any consequences. How to choose eggs correctly? When choosing eggs, you need to pay attention not only to the term of sorting eggs, but also to the labeling. Dietary eggs are stored for no more than 7 days, table eggs no more than 25 days. If the eggs are washed, they can be stored for no more than 12 days. The eggs themselves should be inspected. The shells should be whole and clean, without blood stains and droppings. If at-home eggs are not stored in the factory packaging, you can miss their term. In this case there is a grandmotherly way of checking. For example, if you drop an egg into cold water, the fresh egg will sink to the bottom and the stale egg will float. Or you can break one of the eggs. If the yolk is convex and the white is stringy and tightly gathered around the yolk, the egg is fresh. If the yolk is flat and the white is runny, the egg is stale. You can shake the egg. Eggs are an affordable, healthy and nutritious protein that will bring health benefits if you eat them daily. They are rich in vitamins and nutrients that will help you feel satiated and energized throughout the day. This article is written for informational purposes and should not be used to diagnose or treat health problems. Be sure to consult your doctor.